You can fucking do it.
Well, this is strange. Hi everyone, I'm back. It's been a hot minute since I've done this, and I can't lie, it feels very, very strange to be talking to my phone again. But hi, first of all, I'm so sorry I've been gone. If you're new here, my name is Laura. I am a bikini athlete. I've just finished, well, I haven't just finished now actually. See, this is me going back to how it was before. I finished my first season of competing mid-April, and I am currently in a big, fat, lovely off season. So yeah, I've actually written a list. Well, it's only got 4 things on it, but a list of things to talk about so that I don't go too mad off track, and then I'm sure I'll add to it when I ramble on. So apologies if this video is super scrambled. And first of all, I'm really sorry for not posting in so long. It's been so cute. I've actually had people messaging me like, when are you coming back to YouTube? And to be honest, I just didn't think I had anything exciting to talk about, and I thought that I was really boring post-show. But when I actually look back and think about everything that's happened and where life has led me now, a whole lot has happened. Like, so much has happened. So I guess this is time to fill you in. So as you can probably tell, this is a new setting. I have indeed moved house. I've moved into a lovely little flat. Well, I say lovely, it's like, it's not shit, but it's not great, if you know what I mean. So Ike and I have moved in together now, which is great after like too many years of long distance, like 4 or 5 years of long distance. So it's nice to be with him finally, even though he's darting up and down the country all the time doing locums, and he's now part of the GB boxing squad, which is like literally amazing. So he's off doing bits and bobs for that. So yeah, I've been going like absolutely Facebook Market book crazy and Gumtree, all of the above, just filling this flat up with furniture because I'm so friggin' poor, I can't afford furniture. But I've got so much good stuff off Gumtree, like all the stuff that I would have wanted from IKEA, like the black furniture, all stuff that's like my vibe, managed to find, which is great. And Steph has been amazing. We've been like filling up my car. It's been like Jenga or whatever it is, Tetris, trying to fill up my car, going here, there and everywhere. So yeah, I'm not living with Steph anymore, which is like totally heartbreaking. But yeah, on to pastures new. She's moving back to Manchester soon, which is heartbreaking as well. But yeah, so that's what's happened there. I've moved house, moved in with my other half, which is just awesome. And I suppose leading up to that, I've been finishing uni. So as you know, I was a student midwife. I was a student midwife because I have now finished my degree, my second degree, and that is just like literally petrifying because I can't believe that I now have the responsibility of doing it. I don't actually start until probably mid-November, December, so I've got a nice little cooling off period to relax after like the most horrendously stressful year of my entire life. I've got to say, this year has been one of the most stressful years of my entire existence in so many ways. Maybe I'll touch on them a bit further in. But yeah, I'm just so glad to have finished. I didn't think that I was going to get here at one point because it was just so rough, and I'd had so many ups and downs. Definitely since I've spoken to you last, I've had so many ups and downs. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know about them because I posted a lot on Instagram. But it's been a struggle. It's definitely been a struggle. So I have always been quite transparent about mental health and my mental health and whatnot. I didn't massively struggle post show. I mean, I had a few ups and downs, but when I look at kind of like other people, it wasn't horrendous. I just, as you all know, I have like a massive obsession for bread, and I did have a few like eat a whole loaf of bread worth of toast. But apart from that, I was okay really. It's more been around like 2 months ago-ish that I kind of really not really struggled, but I had a bit more of a hard time with my body image just because I am now the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. And don't get me wrong, my body composition is like totally different, and I don't look heavy. I'm barely scraping 20% body fat, so I'm still like lean to like the normal world, as you would call it. So I can't complain about that, but I have struggled with body image in terms of none of my clothes fit anymore. Like literally none of my clothes. I had to go put normal clothes on the other day instead of my skanky trackies and jumpers and everything I wear all the time. And I was trying to get changed and I was like, fuck me, like nothing fits anymore. This is crazy. Because my legs are just blown in a good way, don't get me wrong, because like the new training program that I'm on is just like been smashing me, to be honest, and my glutes are growing massively, and it's all good things, it's all brilliant things. But yeah, it's been a bit of a getting used to it period of being a bit more fluffy, shall we say. I'm sure you can tell by my chubby little cheeks that I'm a little bit rosier and rounder than I normally am. I say normally, this is normal. See, like, but yeah, so I did have a bit of a wobble, I'm not gonna lie. So what happened was, finished all of my competitions, had some family things going on, and eventually I just got to the point where I was so stressed with uni, I had this and that going on in my personal life, and I'm such an extrovert, like I'm always pretending to be okay, and I'm saying like, yay, all the time. It's just my default, that I think I forgot to like take a step back and actually realise how I was feeling inside, if that makes any sense. And I just drove to placement one day and sat in the car outside, and I just couldn't do it, and I just broke down into like absolute hyperventilating floods of tears. And I got home and I rang 111, and I said to them like, I can't do this anymore, basically. I was like, I can't function, I can't cope. And I had no thoughts of like ending my life or doing anything like that. I'd never thought about, you know, about that. But I just didn't know where to go from here, because I was like, I cannot function anymore. And after that, I spent like 4 days in bed, just completely shut off the world. Steph, bless her, was like, she didn't know what to do, because I was just comatose in bed. I just didn't have any enthusiasm for life or anything. It was just so bizarre, and I needed to hit rock bottom to come back up again. So I ended up getting, I saw the GP, I started on some antidepressants, and I'm still taking them now. But things are so much better than they were before, so I don't want anyone to worry about, you know, me or my mental health state at the minute, because I'm so much better than I was before. And if anyone feels like they need help, then I just beg you to please go and speak to someone, because you don't have to suffer, and there's always a way out. So had a super low, lost all motivation, didn't go to the gym for like 3 weeks, didn't leave the house, couldn't go for walks, I didn't go to placement. It was just a friggin' nightmare. And I really like lost myself and my motivation and whatnot. Eventually I got referred to a counsellor, and I've been speaking to her every week, and that has just been like the best thing that could have ever happened to me in the entire world. Like, I can't even tell you. I didn't realise that I was zoomed in the whole time. Look, I'm doing it on my watch. Anyway, I spoke to a counsellor, and it was the best thing that could ever happened to me. She's changed my life and made me realise that like my behaviours and the way I think about myself and stem from a long way back, and I've been conditioned by myself and my surroundings to feel this way, and I don't have to feel like it anymore, basically. So that's the long story short, and I'm really like working on myself to be better all the time now, and to like make the most of each day, and just to have a more positive outlook on life since my mega crash, basically. But things are looking much better now, I promise you. I'm so much happier now, and I'm really like, I make a point to just wake up and get out of bed and just live and just do things. If I want to do something, just go and do it, except when it's not a good day, and just roll with the punches, basically. So yeah, I'm much better than I was before. I hope all this footage is okay, because I think I've just been like zooming in on my watch by accident. Whoa. Okay, so training wise. So I am back on the gym, having a great time. Chris has been absolutely amazing. I'm sitting at, this week I'm on 3,300 calories. Starving hungry this week because I've just come off my period, and that always happens. But yeah, it was a bit of a struggle trying to get all the food in at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. Having gone from like 1 week on prep, I was on 900, and now I'm on like 3,300, and the build up has been great. Like, my hunger was up, and now I'm starting to get a bit like but like he says, this is not a sexy phase. You've got to be a bit uncomfortable to get what you want. But anyway, I'm training 5 times a week, no cardio, which is fucking great. We're working to build my lower half, because as you all know, my feedback from my last season was my upper body was too big, basically. I had great glutes, but my upper body was too big. So we're not necessarily going to shrink my upper body, because I think that like on a high level, my upper body would make a lot of sense. So we're just working to maintain my upper and blow up my lower half basically. And it's working, it's definitely working. We've made amazing progress, and I'm like super excited to see where we come in 2023. Plans in terms of competing, definitely hitting the stage 2023. Not entirely sure when. It's probably going to be September time, so I can have a nice long off season, improvement season, whatever you want to call it, and just make the most of being myself again now that everything is back to normal. Like all my hormones are working again, I've got a regular cycle, and I've had like the most stressful couple of months in the entire world. So we're just making the most of like the growing phase really, and I am friggin' loving it, I can't lie to you. It's nice to go to the gym and not feel like a skeleton and like you're gonna die, because let's be honest, if anyone's done a prep, you know that like the last couple of months when you are just unbelievably depleted, as you may have seen if you've watched my other videos, is fucking hell. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, I friggin' love the challenge, and looking back, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm so proud of myself for sticking by that entire journey, that 6 months in a hard deficit. I'm so friggin' proud of myself and how my first season went. Like, I couldn't be any happier with it, really. So just building on that, really, I'm just working, like I said, to be the best version of myself and get that dirty little pro card. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't want to go in and be like, I'm going to get a pro card, but obviously that's the end goal for me. Not the end goal, but that is the goal at some point, whether it's 2023, 4, 5, who knows down the line. But my main thing at the minute is just improving everything, improving my posing, improving my overall look, my stage presence. I want to improve my body, obviously, my mind. Like, I'm just working on a huge amount of self-love and self-improvement at the minute. So that's the current goal. I've just come back from the gym, hence why I look like a frigging dishevelled mess. But I just wanted to kind of expand on what I said the other day. This is a couple of days after I filmed all of that. Basically, just kind of like talking a little bit more about my mental health and like where I've been the last few months. And I kind of said that I was feeling like I didn't have much to say and things like that. And I basically, like, after I had like my mental breakdown, basically, I just became a bit of a recluse, really, and withdrew from society and all my friends, and it got to the point where I couldn't even go to the gym, and that was like horrendous, and my self-esteem just went through the absolute floor. I just couldn't accept that like anyone cared about me or wanted to hear about anything I had to say, basically, and that's why I kind of like fell off the wagon, because I was like, no one even cares. And I think I set myself such high targets and high standards that sometimes I think to myself, like, why am I even doing it? Because it's so unattainable. Which is stupid, because like it's the thing that I want the most, so why not have high standards? And then Ike summarised it really well earlier when we were talking about me and my ways. Just like, I set myself such high goals and expect myself to be perfect all the time that when I have like the most minuscule stumbling block, it just makes me like pull away instantly and just cut it off, go like, right, I'm not doing it. And that's why I would find it so much easier to stay in bed all day and just scroll and be sad than to literally go outside. Like, I'm talking go to Aldi or have a shower. Just like normal human things. And it's definitely getting better now. Like, my social anxiety is getting better. I still have my stumbling blocks. Like, I find it a lot easier to go to the gym really late at night, so then I don't have to speak to people, because I worry that people, like, I'm annoying people, or that I'm negative and I don't have anything interesting to say, you know? So I avoid doing things in the day still. And also I think it's a little bit of body image as well. Like, not that I hate how I look at the minute, but I just find it really hard because I've not like gone out in normal clothes for so long. I just don't know what to wear anymore, and I think like, oh god, I'm weird because I don't know what to wear, and none of my clothes fit, and like I come across as weird because I'm feeling anxious, you know? It's this like weird like Doctor Strange moment where I have an idea and then a million other ideas come out of it, and a million little anxiety branches come out, and I can't rein them in again. And so I just go like, and I am getting better. Like, I think I'm getting better, and I obviously I'm going out now, which is great, and I've started like talking to people and interacting more, and talking to people, like I said, getting a counsellor was like the best thing I could have ever done, because she pulled me out of like a huge hole and made me realise things I didn't even realise. Made me things I didn't realise. Made me realise things about myself and like things that have happened in my past that I didn't even realise were still affecting me, and like the way that I act and think and interact with people and my perception of how I come across to people. So that's been really good. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, I've been a recluse and I felt like I have had no value to the world, and that's why I've not really like spoken to people or met with people, because I just feel like a bit of a drain. Wow, that was deep. So yeah, if you're my friend and you want to hang out, then let me know. Yeah, I think that kind of like summarizes it pretty well. I'm sorry if this has been a bit ranty and a bit miserable, but I just wanted to lay it all out on the cards, to be honest. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. I'm thinking maybe doing a bodybuilder versus boxer video with Ike. I thought that'd be quite fun. Or if you want to see any more training videos, I feel like they're all pretty monotonous and the same. Again, like me going on about how I have no value to the world, but like, I don't want you to think that that's me being like, I want to do anything silly, because I don't. I'm very much happy to be alive, and I'm ticking forward. It's just been a horrendous year with uni stress, family situations, obviously being depressed, and just being in a bit of a hole. And I don't know if I mentioned this just now, but like, I had imposter syndrome so bad coming out of prep. Like, I was just like, why am I even doing this? Because it's never gonna happen. Like, I'm just flogging a dead horse here, and there's so many other girls out there that are better than me. Like, why am I even doing it? That was how I felt at the time. But it's just a case for me, I just have to get myself back into the rhythm. Like, as soon as I get to the gym, I'm happy I got there. It's just getting out of bed and getting there is the problem. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if this has been boring. Maybe you got to know a little bit about me in this, and maybe feel like a little bit more connected, or you feel the same, or you felt the same. Let me know, shoot me a DM. Like, I'm always happy to talk. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, I've got some fun ideas planned for videos, so hopefully I'll bring them into fruition soon. But love you all, and speak to you soon.